finished Apple training for iPads for the science department for the freshman teachers for next year. And what are some of the things that you guys learned today, and what are some of the things that you talked about that you might be able to do in the classroom next year with your students?
I'm excited about the numbers thing, how they can put a report together and have all those different reports, like graphs, data, videos, pictures.
Yeah. Because they like be like a presentation piece within their data.
Yeah. And it's good to be able to use one device to do that instead of multiple.
Yes.
I like how the students can present their own explanation. Probably in front of a classroom, in front of a group of students, they probably might be nervous, but in terms of like in front of their iPad and their camera, pretty sure they're used to it taking videos of themselves anyway. So just pasting that onto the numbers, like an Excel spreadsheet would be, I think, a good idea.
Yeah, I liked how they can merge different apps. So, for example, with the numbers, you can go from the video, then you can go from link data from an online source and put it all into one presentation. I thought that was pretty neat.
And them making a video lets us hear their explanation of something without necessarily having to sit one-on-one with every single student. We can sit on our own time and listen to what they have to say.
Yeah, they're actually going to be showing us how to use it.
Yes.
I think they can be a little bit more creative too with the videos, versus like stand up, give me a presentation or what you learned, versus here they can actually really think about it and process it and be creative with the videos.
How do you think this is going to help us with our transition to the next generation science standards?
It's more student-centered, student-led in a way.
And they're going to be able to find out more information and merge it and to be able to actually have discussions, which we have huge problems with right now.
Well, and that whole communication piece, that this is another tool for them to communicate what they've learned or take information from a bunch of different things and put it together.
I think it would be more easier also on the application part versus the recall kind of in the information where they can actually learn and use what the knowledge that they gained and actually kind of like apply it. So if they're doing a presentation, they're actually learning different kind of things and just presenting it in a different way in terms of a presentation, so they're actually applying the knowledge.
I think what would be, I just thought of it right now, with the airdropping, like maybe if they want us to check on something while they're working on a graph or video, airdrop it to the teacher, can you just check on this? And then you can give feedback right away.
Also, like if your student was absent, if you had a presentation, you can connect to the iPad, or you can save it or screenshot that, airdrop that to the student. So I think that would be also nice instead of, I don't have the notes, copy it from somebody else. So it's like, it's already there, electronic version.
And it seems like the classroom app, you could take a look at what your students are doing as they're doing it, which is going to be very helpful.
I think students would also be more excited versus pencil, paper. Like for example, on an exam, it would shut them down. You know, they'll be very nervous. And versus an iPad, they're used to electronic device. They're using it 24/7.
Actually, this will help get away from just pencil, paper, multiple
Yeah.
choice. Where it is, the kids are creating their own piece. I think that they're going to gain more from. Just the way the world's moving, and we got to move with it, or our kids are going to be behind.
I also think we invest money in other materials that are not used by the kids or teachers, like textbooks and things like that, that we invest a lot of money in. I think the kids are much more likely to use these than they are a textbook.
Yeah, I agree. And it gives them more freedom. If you go on the iBooks, you're allowed to pull from several resources instead of just being stuck with one textbook. You could use several resources and put together your own textbooks.
And you talk about the way a kid's brain is mapped. The way mine was mapped 20 years ago in school is totally different than the way they are now. I can say that from my daughter being 6. She could pick up a phone now and probably show me things that I didn't know. That's because how their brain is mapped out.
I think I have a lot to learn with the iPad. But as I was just sitting in that session, things are just popping up, and I'm looking on the App Store, and I'm looking for things, you know, trying to make teaching